Hey, folks, welcome to 30 in 5 on 560WIND.com. I'm Mike North, and damn, I'm looking good today. Experimenting with a little lighter color shirt, if you will. Hey, tell your friends about this wonderful website. Tell your friends about how we get it done. You find out in 5 minutes what most people take 30 minutes to tell you, okay? Well, we got some issues. I hate to keep bringing this up, but Solyndra looks like it could turn into President Obama's Watergate. They are tracing emails. There was a Democratic strategist on today on a Democratic channel that says he has no idea why they would pass a bill where now employees and former employees are saying this was never going to work. They pushed it through so Obama could come make a speech. They spent $500 billion on it. Yesterday, they took the energy secretary, put him in front of Congress. He said he had no idea why it was pushed through. This is the guy running the show, the energy department. The White House rammed it through. And by the way, so far on green initiatives, $36 billion has been spent for 35,000 jobs, which comes to $640,000 a person. I mean, you know what? There's an issue going on now. He's out there stumping for more money, and now you got this situation. He's caught right now between a rock and a hard place. We'll see what happens with that. Hey, this is shocking. Sarah Palin, according to a report, and Todd Palin did drugs back in the day. Okay. And that's on page 3 of the Chicago Sun-Times. From a former resident and a friend. She once did coke on top of a 55-gallon drum, and her and Todd might have smoked marijuana. No names, just put down there. Well, let me just say this. You know who else did drugs in the past? President Obama, George Bush II, and President Clinton. So what's the point? What's the point? Because they still fear her, and here's why. There is now a rumor, a nasty rumor, coming from the left, that the next candidacy could be Palin and Bachmann. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you want to look at Obama and Biden for 4 years, or do you want to look at two relatively fine-looking women do our bidding, do our chiding? I know this, Palin sharper than Bachmann, but those two guys, or we get to look at those two chicks with the hot-looking legs, a president you might want to have a drink with, I'm there. That's all I'm saying. Rod Blagojevich might not be there. 30 to life, they're talking he may get. 30 years? Well, that's what you get when you try to sell a Senate seat. That's what you get when you try to extort. That's what you get when you try to make extra money. And that's what you get, and everybody knows, including me, what happens when you chirp too much. He chirped too much, and now it may come back to haunt him. His lawyers are crying about the verdict. And I would tell the lawyers this, at what point did you tell them or did you tell him to shut up? Apparently never. A lawyer should tell his client to be quiet. If the client was told and he can continue to do it, then you got to reap what you sow. 30 to life, though? Wow. Unbelievable. Teddy Bruschi taken off on. And it's unbelievable. He didn't sound like an analyst, okay? Did not sound like an analyst. He sounded like a guy that works for the New England Patriot organization. Firing on Chad Ochocinco. Chad Ochocinco basically tweeted a popular, nice thing going, hey, man, I was amazed. It was fun to watch. Tom Brady was insane. I mean, you got to remember he was Cincinnati. But Bruschi goes, hey, we're in New England. That nonsense don't play. That nonsense don't play. Just tweeting, being better than everybody else. Sorry, it's not going to work. So Teddy Bruschi firing on ESPN, but he sounded more like a front office guy from the New England Patriots. And you know what? He's got gold in both of those places, to be honest. Ozzie Guillen saying the Sox quit 3 days ago. Paul Konerko says it's natural. You know what? You keep fighting. If you have a bad April and May, you know you can come back. But if it's a fait accompli in September, you basically are down in the dumps. Oh, that's professional. I'm just surprised coming from Paul Konerko. Now, when he gets out there, you know he's going to try hard. But Ozzie Guillen right now, you know, I like his honesty, but how long is he going to be around? But boy, to come out and say the players have quit, why did they quit? And that's why the White Sox organization has a very, very important decision coming up about their manager. Brian Urlacher, my heart bleeds for you, man. Your mother, young lady, she passed away. You know, Brian, I fired on him at times. I said last week he played an outstanding game, and it's a shame that he wasn't allowed to enjoy it this week, the win as much as he would have liked. I know he's a professional. Brian, you know what? all the other stuff aside. That's business. Personally, I'm so sorry, and on behalf of us here at northtonorth.com, my wife, BB, you know what? You come across as a pretty classy guy, and you're playing much better football, but you know what? Doesn't matter. I wish your mother would be here for another 25 years. I really, really do. Also, the weather today is going to be absolutely beautiful out around the country. Check your local listings. Start Facebooking us. If you're watching our news from around the country, let us know, and we'll have a Facebook sort of segment, or we'll do a segment one day where we'll acknowledge you. So send us your Facebooks at northtonorth.com. This has been the Mike North 30 and 5 on the great blowtorch it is 560 WIND.com. Have a great day. Flood Brothers Disposal and Recycling Services are professional waste haulers. Now, the Flood family is big on service. It's our number one priority, and we offer extremely competitive pricing because the Flood family is here to help you in this tough economy. Remember, at Flood Brothers, we build relationships, and the only thing we're big on is service. Call us at 773-626-5800 or floodbrothersdisposal.com.